South if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
To throw, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Graham, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. Mayfield with it once more. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. McCarty is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Let's go now.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Back to throw. McCarty. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ready? Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there, with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Go! Ready?
On 1st down, Fisher. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
He leaps over him, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown today.
DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
52's the mic. Stop your whining.
Third and long for Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's what I'm talking about.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Let's get this.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Matthews. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Carolina getting set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. McCarty. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarty. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Well, 3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready?
5:56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Off play action. McCarty. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Come on, set. 90, wolf. Rock it.
They'll run on first down. Fisher. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. McCarty going for it all. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McCarty. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. A final shot before break. McCarty, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. McCarty. He's going to rifle one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Ready? 60 or.
Check 56. It's our time. It's our
Get it.
time.
Operating from the gun, McCarty. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. McCarty. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's Fisher.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking to throw. McCarty. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Off-play action. McCarty. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back to throw. McCarty. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Detroit getting set to go now. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 41, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sparks. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, McCarty. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. The 20. 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
We got this.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking to throw. McCarty. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Off the bootleg. McCarty over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Fisher. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:08 on the clock. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 82 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This one fielded at the 5. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Now it's the Lions' turn, trailing by 5. A minute 38 to go. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Matthews. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. He's back to throw. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Mayfield. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for